Good day to you. This is Daniel Brink speaking from Cape Town, South Africa. And I want to encourage you with what God is doing in our day. Recently, I heard someone say these words: God takes a long time to move suddenly. And surely this is happening in many cases where there is a greater breakthrough coming. And if you have been praying for a long time for the Lord to do something, I want to encourage you today to keep on praying. For those of you involved in 24/7 prayer and trusting God for revival, this is the time to keep on praying. We had examples recently of how God has intervened when we prayed, even for many years. Recently we have seen a breakthrough in our country. I just discovered 20 years ago, we were already praying across the nation for corruption to be revealed. And we continue to pray. Over 20 years, and God is busy answering us now. A year or two ago, we have seen corruption being opened up, revealed, and being addressed all over our nation at this very time. The same happened to the rains. We had examples of the Lord releasing drought. Here in our country, in the West Coast, at the town called Clanwilliam, there's a big dam where people are dependent upon the water in this dam for the agriculture and also for the towns around this area. And the Christians cried out. For 13 years there was a drought in this area. And the Christians cried out, and the Lord sent the rains. Within 3 days, the dam was full just a few years ago. And since then, they had regular rain seasons every year. Another story of revival that touched my heart this week was the one in 1857 in New York City in America, where they cried out for revival. This nation was on the tipping point of a civil war. And there was one man, just one man, that stood up in New York City and called for an hour marketplace prayer meeting among the men. Only 6 men came to this meeting. But he continued to make this call week by week. After 3 weeks, more men came. And then eventually, after 3 months, 10,000 men around the nation was praying, even on a daily basis, crying to God for revival, bringing their needs to Him. This was the start of one of the greatest prayer and revival awakenings that we have seen across the nations of the world. And this is what God is saying to us: keep on asking me. God takes a long time to move suddenly. Today I want to call upon you as an individual, as a congregation, as a prayer watch, as a prayer network. And this coming week from the 27th of September until the 3rd of October 2021, there will be 7 days of focused day and night prayer for revival in the continent of Africa. All over the continent, there will be 24/7 prayer running for that whole week. Nation upon nation, from South Africa up to Egypt, we will trusting the Lord for day and night prayer to be released in these different countries. Every day there will be a focus on a different nation. We will pray for revival, and we will pray for the current social issue in these nations. I'm inviting you to take hands with us. Wherever you are, whether you're part of a 24/7 or not, whether you have a prayer group running, whether you are part of a church that are praying, I want to invite you to link up. Let us connect with one another. Let us spread the word. Let us spread the information, and let us pray with expectation that God comes this day. So many things are happening. So many people are praying even right through this COVID season. We are seeing an uprising of prayer. And when I look at all the prayer going on, I want to make this declaration to you today. We have a movement of prayer in South Africa and in this continent that can so easily spill over into a full-scale revival. This is my prayer and my invitation to you today. Let us take hands. Let us continue to ask the Lord for revival in our nation and in our continent. May the Lord bless you. The week from the 27th of September till the 3rd of October, Let us get onto the walls of our nations and let us trust the Lord for a full-scale revival all across this beautiful continent. The Lord bless you.